everybody. Good day, everybody. Today is the 14th of March 2020. This is Rick, also known as Duke City Devil Dog. I am in Brooksville, Pennsylvania. I am at the Flying J here. I ran over here yesterday. I got about 300 miles left to get to my destination. I know exactly where I'm going. I've been to this town before, not to the same delivery, which I'm glad, because the other place I picked up a load of chocolate, and it was a headache to get in and out of there. It's so tight, and it's just rough. But the place I'm going to is just down the road from there. Luckily, there's some parking at the Walmart, so I'm going to run to the Walmart. There's an Outback there, so I may get a steak tonight. I think I'm going to treat myself a little bit. We got a nice day ahead of us. It's about 45 degrees here in Pennsylvania, and we did get a pre-plan already. So as soon as we drop this off tomorrow morning, we're going to turn around and run back. Basically, the way that we came, our pickup is actually going to be right now is between here and where my delivery is today. So it's along that road. It's in Howard, Pennsylvania. So looking forward to that. Should be good. Going to run that down to Texas, and it should be a good one. I wanted to comment. I tried to take some video last night, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to edit it. I may edit a couple days together here. It just depends on the amount of footage I have. I have gotten some feedback about the length of my videos, and I do appreciate that, and I'm going to work on that some. It's just hard to decide what isn't important, sometimes, and I appreciate that a lot. So I'm trying to limit it a little bit, but I think a lot of times, the stuff that I film, it's because people have asked me a question that's sort of that pertains to. Now, not always. Sometimes it's just me and what I like to, what I find interesting. You may or may not find that interesting. That's just the nature of the game. But sometimes it's like somebody asked me about, for instance, where do you find places to park, or where do people park? And some people ask me, well, where can Stevens park, and all this stuff like that. So as I'm going and I'm seeing these things, I'm like, okay, hey, I'm gonna see if I can film that a little bit. Last night, we had a lot of stuff about, showing. I tried to mention places to park and how people do park and probably how they shouldn't. But it's really important. Like here. Okay, I had another hour on my clock. Okay, I had another hour I could have run. I was getting a little tired, but not too bad. I could have probably run half of that. I could probably run the whole thing, actually. But there wasn't a place for me to shut down that I had confidence in, I mean, there just wasn't. There were some rest areas, that kind of stuff, but no truck stops. In this case like this, I knew it was getting full over here already. But Stevens is nice enough for company drivers to reimburse parking fees. So if I couldn't find a free place, and they said, no, there's not going to be, then I made sure to reserve a reserve space, because it's the safest place to park. So that's what I did, and I came in and I got right in there, and no problem, and psyched about it. So anyway, hope you guys have a good day. Follow along with me. We're headed into New York State. We do have one fuel stop in DuPont, Pennsylvania, which is at a Petro that I actually spent Super Bowl day at. I think if you've been following my videos, I got the wings at a little deli in this Petro. A nice little place. But we're just going to fuel and get running from there. We'll only have about 6 hours today driving time, maybe a little bit less than that. So that's not too bad, and we'll get to where we need to go. And like I said, I'm psyched about. I just saw there's an Outback near there. There's also a Best Buy, which I got a Best Buy gift card. I may have to go see if I can find something to get. Anyway, all right, you guys. Again, this is Rick, also known as Duke City Devil Dog. I'm driving for Stevens Transport. Stay with me. I'm psyched. Hopefully you guys are too, and we'll see you on the road. Okay, everybody. So we're getting ready to roll here. One thing that I did do is I changed the the view back to wide. And again, I haven't gotten much feedback from you guys, so I don't know which you prefer. But yesterday when I was rolling through Indianapolis, there were a few things like Lucas Oil Field and stuff like that if I had it on wide, it probably would have been a better view for you guys. So that's why I'm putting it on wide, because I don't know what I'm going to see coming up here. And so again, give me some feedback about which view you'd like better, wide, the narrow, or in between. Okay. And like I said, this is the wide. The video from yesterday was the narrow, and then the mid will be somewhere in between. So anyway, nice little place to stop. I remember this place. There's certain places that are nice to stop. There's a TA across the way that's probably pretty good too.
Turn left on Allegheny Boulevard.
In the video earlier, I already have a pre-plan for the 11th. Not excuse me, the 11th, the 16th, and that's going to be out of Howard, Pennsylvania, which we're going to pass on the way. There's some good restaurants over on this side. I can't see whether I got an arrow or not. So, because I don't have an arrow anymore. Wait. family that never been up here to Pennsylvania, just, you know, when I talk about what it's like to go through here. Also to see the difference, so when this greens up a lot and starts to come alive over here. I think these are the Allegheny Mountains. I'm not sure, but I think that's what these are. Just to be able to see the difference. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful drive. Even though it's a little overcast today, it is a beautiful day. So, we'll let Swifty here get past us. But so Swift's got this little thing on the back of their trucks that says award-winning drivers are safe and courteous. Well, I can agree with that. I was we were driving and there was a bunch of us together in traffic in Southern California last week, and one of the Swift drivers, she let this guy in. She was really nice about it. Was telling him, "Oh no, there's a car over to your right. Be careful." Everything. I was like, "Man, that's really safe and courteous." But it doesn't say that their drivers are safe and courteous. It just says award-winning drivers are safe and courteous. But overall, the ones I've met have been pretty safe and courteous. Drivers as a whole have been really great. So anyway, just thought I'd, like I said, you know, just to check out the view over here. It's so different. I mean, driving through here and driving through different parts of the country, you know. That's one of the things I love about this job, is just seeing how different the country is, you know. You know, most places that have mountains or trees or whatever, you know, you'd think that there'd be some similarities, and there are, I guess, but just looking at the beauty, you know, the beauty of this country is what's so fun. But anyway, just thought I'd share that. I just thought it was a really nice view. We'll talk to you in a few. Okay, everybody, we just stopped for a fuel stop here in DuPont, Pennsylvania. I've been to this Petro before. I don't fuel very often at Petro, but right now we passed the Pilot and that. But last time I was here at this Petro, I was here overnight. It was Super Bowl Sunday, and I did the same thing here that I did then, and I went the wrong way. So anyway, we're gonna swing around. Seriously, I did it the wrong way when I was here last time. Anyway, decent amount of parking here, and this is a good little Petro to stop at. I mean, I want to say it's a good size. There's quite a bit of parking up at the top level. Reserve parking down here, which to me it would make more sense to have reserve parking closer to where you're at over there. So yeah, there's only one way to get out of this place, and it's going through here. So anyway, I had to turn around one way or the other, either way. So they have a really good deli here, really good, like a New York style deli. If you're ever coming through it, so Metro Deli, they have a really good pastrami. I had a pastrami sandwich, and then I had wings too. So they had a wing special for the Super Bowl now. So, and they had big screen TVs and everything set up there, so it was pretty good. You got to worry about the holes right here, though. Try to miss the holes and try to miss the signs. But anyway, we're going to, we got a roundabout to go about up here. It's a roundabout to go about. Go around. Roundabout to go round, go about. Anyway, so we got about 101 miles to our destination. We are full except for DEF. We tried to fill with DEF, but sometimes those things are a little sneaky. They don't want to work right. So anyway, we're trying to go to 87 North. So when you do a roundabout, so I'm just doing the normal thing here. We're waiting to see. Cut as far inside as you can. And then you go to the opposite end. And I want to thank for making us go through roundabouts, because if you don't know how, you can get a little bit of a headache. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. We got about an hour and 40 minutes to our destination. That'll put us there a little before 7 o'clock if we're lucky. That'll allow us to get parked, do our post trip, and run to Best Buy and get what we need to do there. And I really don't need anything from Best Buy, but I do have a $10 Best Buy certificate in my pocket. I don't want to say it's burning a hole in my pocket, but I want to get it, spend it. I have an idea about what I want to get and see if they have it. And then go from there. But we'll see. And then we got go see if Outback's open. Hopefully, you never know. Things have been closed with, because of all this coronavirus stuff. We'll see. Shut down just a little bit before 7. That's 1900 hours, right? Is that right? Before 7? Ooh, no, that'll be a little bit before 8. I can't count because it's 1700 right now, 1707 Central Standard Time. That means it's 1807. So yeah, we'll be shut down actually a little bit before 8 o'clock. That still gives us plenty of time to go eat. It does give us an hour at Best Buy. So. Of that's what that camera was looking at. So anyway, we're gonna hit it, get to Harriman and shut it down. So we will see you when we get there. Okay, we're just gonna see whether going over this bridge is what I see on a lot of these bridges in Pennsylvania, and basically it looks like patchwork quilt. See over here on the left? Look at all the patchwork right there. Brought to you by the Pennsylvania Bridge Builders and Quilt Makers Union Local 101. But it's strange. All of those bridges like that are that color, all I see are those patchworks in them, and I don't know if there's a problem with the concrete, I don't know what, but that's all you see around here. But bouncing around a little bit. Lake Wallen Paw Patch. Say that 5 times quick. Anyway, all right, I just wanted to show you that bridge. Okay, everybody, we are still in Pennsylvania. We're getting ready to leave Pennsylvania, but we are in the Delaware Valley. I don't know a whole lot about the geography of here. I haven't done the research. Surprise, surprise. But I do know that the Pocono Mountains. We were in that area where the Poconos are. If you, depending on how old you are, you may or may not have heard of them. They used to be a very famous resort area. I think there still are some resorts up there, but it used to be like the kind of place where couples used to go and for honeymoons and stuff like that, up into the Poconos. And then I've been through the area of the Catskills in New York, and that's where a lot of the family vacation kind of stuff happened. Sort of like the Dirty Dancing kind of family summer vacation where everybody went on vacation as a family, and all the at a resort, and there was activities and all that kind of stuff, and you stayed there all summer long. But anyway, so very mountainous kind of terrain around here. Not very high necessarily, but very up and down. I mean, we're only at 453 feet. So I mean, we got to go up a mountain here in a little bit. So that may take a little bit, but only 453 feet is what I'm showing on my altimeter. So not high at all, But this is the Delaware River we're getting ready to cross. Actually has a ton of water in it. I don't know how much you can see in the video, but there's definitely a significant amount of water. I mean, hold on one sec here. Welcome to New York State. one of the things I was going to say is that the more I see water, I've always been in awe of the Rio Grande. It's my home. It's the river that flows through my home state. But it's a little dwarfed by most of the rivers we pass over, driving other parts of the country, especially in the east. So, the Delaware River there isn't one of the bigger ones, but yet it's still significantly larger or has more water in it than the Rio Grande does most of the time. Anyway, all right, time to climb this hill. We'll see you in a little bit. Hey everybody, it is the end of the day, and I am in Harriman, New York. It's in the Catskills, or just adjacent to the Catskill Mountains. So you might have heard of those. If you haven't, then you can do a little bit of research about them. But they had a lot of, think about, have you ever seen Dirty Dancing, where they went for the summer? That's that kind of thing, going up into the Catskills for the summer and stuff like that. So I don't know if they even have any places like that anymore. I doubt it, but they might. Who knows? Haven't done any research about it, but we'll see. Anyway, been an interesting day. We're literally half a mile from our delivery point. So the only place to park around here is at the Walmart. There's actually a Walmart and a Home Depot, and they're really good about it. And you can park. There's some good places to park, and you can do your shopping and everything. I did go shopping in Walmart. I was able to find some bread, some milk, some cheese, some meat. Not a whole lot else. There's not a whole lot else out there. They're just going nuts for stuff. But they, another guy was just getting ready to stock a bunch of toilet paper, so that probably is going to go quick. What still surprises me is the fact that here and in Columbus, Columbus had even less than this. At least I was able to get some bread and some meat and some cheese here and milk. But it's what people aren't buying. They're hoarding toilet paper, but they're not buying. They're afraid of getting sick, but they're not buying fruits and vegetables. Or people who are going to get stuck in their house with their spouse and their kids for 3 weeks. I'm surprised there's any alcohol still on the shelves. But anyway, it's at least I got some supplies, and like I said, we got about a half a mile to get to our delivery. We do have a pre-plan. We're going to run tomorrow once we get done with the delivery. I want to get something here at Home Depot. I'll probably get it after the delivery. Delivery's like 9:15 in the morning, so shouldn't take very long. I think there's 21 pallets or something like that. Shouldn't take very long for them to unload us, and then we'll come do the shopping we need to do, and then run to as close to our pickup tomorrow. I think we have an 11 a.m. pickup in Howard, Pennsylvania. So we're going to make that run and get staged, and that way we can relax and enjoy the rest of the Sunday. And it's only 200. It's about 200 miles. Yeah. Somebody made a comment to me, sent me a message. Excuse me. About that I'm always saying it's only 200 miles, it's only 300 miles, it's only 400 miles. And they're like, what are you talking about? Well, if you drive a truck, you'll start to understand that when we talk about only that many miles, especially when you're talking about a full trip, sometimes in the day it may seem like a lot, but when you're talking about a full trip, 800-900 miles isn't a whole lot. So it's a day and a half, for most drivers. So it's not a lot, especially if you're not getting off of it right away. If you're having to sit on that load for a while or whatever. So, but only about 200 miles to get to the next delivery, and then we're running it about 1,400 miles down to Texas. So Anyway, looking forward to that as always. It's getting a little chilly out here. They may get a little bit of snow out here. Dusting is snow. Last time I was up here, they had snow, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Other than that, it was just it was a nice day. I mean, it was a nice little drive. A lot of mountains, a lot of hills, mountains, if you want to call them mountains. I mean, they do call them mountains. They said the Catskill Mountains. You have the Pocono Mountains. Pocono's another place that it was a resort kind of place. But as far as I remember, the Poconos weren't really the big family kind of thing. There was much of the family. A lot of places for couples and honeymooning and stuff like that back in the day. So I think that's sort of like where the difference is there. So I hope you guys have had a great weekend so far. Everything's sort of winding down. Spend some time with your family, as you go, and spend some time doing some other stuff that maybe you enjoy. Even though I'm not quarantined per se, I'm going to start something that I've wanted to start, and that's starting to read some of the greatest novels ever that maybe I haven't read before. And I mean, I've got time, might as well use it. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. I will touch base with you tomorrow. This is Rick, also known as Duke City Devil Dog. I'm in Harriman, New York, and I'm driving for Stevens Transport. I'm psyched. You guys have a great one. I will talk to you tomorrow.